Hello everyone, welcome to the Chemical Engineer. This video is on types of maintenance. So let's see what they are. So let's have a look on reactive maintenance. In other words, this is just attending machine breakdowns. This is very primitive and brings high risk to the business process. So when this happens, like the whole manufacturing line may stop, and even the operators and the people who are involved in the next step of the operation may have to wait until the breakdown is rectified and machine is taken into operation. So here, when the breakdown happens, the operator may inform the person who is doing the maintenance, and they will come and carry out the maintenance activity. So this way, the machine might have a huge impact to the total efficiency of the manufacturing process, and even it may take longer than expected because it may need machine troubleshooting to find the cause and find the parts which need to be replaced. So this is actually a big cost for any organization if they are waiting to do maintenance until the machine breakdown. The cause for such breakdowns are mainly poor proactive maintenance. That means they haven't maintained it properly, so it end up in breakdown. The other one is faulty operation. This may happen if the operators are not trained properly, so they may use different wrong type of settings or operate the machine in a wrong way. So that may also cause breakdowns as well. And also another point is the defective raw materials. So sometimes if the raw material is not up to the quality, then it may cause machine breakdowns as well. So, next one, effects. So waiting for reactive maintenance is not so favorable for an organization because it may disrupt supply and efficiency. The whole manufacturing production line may have to wait until that machine is prepared. So that means the continuity of the production is stopped. Next one is material defects, because until the machine breakdowns, so there can be a period prior to that where machine operates with quite difficulty with several defects. So that means there can be several defects in the product at the last stage when it is about to collapse. So those products are a waste for the company. Next one, risk of market reputation. If such products go to the market and end up with the consumer and people complain, that means again that's not so good. And financial losses. Again, when the machine is stopped, that means the time period taken for machine repairing, that is a loss. Apart from that, the material wastage is a loss. So, and while the machine is repaired, still the utilities and electricity is used and the air conditions might be running. So all those factors together create further financial losses. So waiting for a machine until breakdown to do the maintenance, it's not so good. So how do we manage the risk in reactive maintenance? In such cases, there should be standby key spare parts, because if the operator can understand or the engineer can understand what kind of parts fail often, they can keep a stock of such parts, and it may reduce the time taken for the breakdown repair. Next one is standby maintenance staff. So during the whole time which the machine is operating, there should be standby maintenance person to carry out the maintenance in case of a breakdown. Next one, root cause analysis. Root cause analysis is a mechanism which is used to identify the type of reasons which has caused the machine to break down. This helps in taking actions to prevent further breakdowns in the future. Next one, train operators. For cases where breakdowns happen due to the improper operation by operators, trainings can be given so that they can operate the machines well. Next one, inspection and monitoring. So if there's a proper inspection or monitoring plan, those instances where the machine might be going for a breakdown can be identified, and they can take some kind of proactive actions. The other one, breakdown time key performance indicators. So this is already in practice in many organizations. So key performance indicators, or the word KPI is used in the business term. So, and also machine downtime, machine availability. So such types of terms are used to measure this machine breakdown time, and this is usually monitored so that they can improve the performance by reducing the machine breakdown time. And it encourages the operators as well as maintenance teams to reduce the machine breakdown time and improve the performance. And this is the least favorable option compared to all the other types of maintenance strategies. Okay, next one, preventive maintenance. This is the very famous type of maintenance, and which is widely used in the organizations as well. In preventive maintenance, there are schedules prepared for maintenance of each machine. So the schedule is prepared based on, let's say, the machine manual guideline or by the experience of the engineer. They decide the interval period which the machine can run without any need of maintenance. So based on that, they prepare the maintenance schedule. It may include different activities such as lubrication requirements, inspection requirements, machine parts replacements, things like that. So all those kinds of activities are listed out, and the time periods, based on the time periods, dates are allocated for each activity. So this is how preventive maintenance is happening. If we further deep dive into preventive maintenance, there are few other aspects that which are really important in this uh, scope. One is preventive maintenance planning, which I mentioned before. The next one is maintaining stocks of spare parts, lubricants. So if we are doing some kind of maintenance, we may need those spare parts or lubricants, etc. But since this is a scheduled maintenance activity, we know in advance what we are going to do and when it will take place and where it will take place. So we can plan in advance, order those equipment from the suppliers and keep them stored so that everything is ready prior to the date which the activity will be carried on. So this is kind of organized activity and quite convenient for all parties. And next one is the documentation requirement. So preventive maintenance activities are recorded in preventive maintenance checklist. This is done by maintenance technicians. So they do this due to many reasons. One is to have a track record, because let's say if there's a customer complaint on a machine related subject, let's say they see some kind of a dirt in the product, and then we have to go back and trace what has happened during that period and what are the kind of activities and what has caused this result. So in such aspects it's really important to document. So this is done during preventive maintenance. Next one is this is quite important: computerized maintenance management systems. So when we talk about preventive maintenance, computerized systems are quite important because uh, maintenance scheduling is quite a complex system. If we have lots of machines, uh, even one machine may have 2 3 preventive maintenance schedules because it may have different maintenance requirements with different frequencies. So if we have 100 machines, it will be total 300 processes. You need to do one task today and the next one after 3 months, like that. So it's really hard to track and trace. In such cases, if we feed all these requirements into a control systems, then it will be easy because it will generate automatically any kind of notifications that will be required for conducting the maintenance, as well as it will notify if there are any activities which are not completed on time. So this is really helpful, and it will track almost all the machines and almost all the activities for each machine. Okay, let's move to the next one. Enable long machine lifetime and less losses. So in preventive maintenance, we don't wait until the machine wear to its worst status. So before that, we replace these parts which are about to fail. So in such cases, it's really good for the machine because the wearing part might not affect other parts which are functioning already quite well. So if we let it wear, it might affect the other parts which are functioning well as well. So this causes much lesser losses compared to the reactive maintenance. Okay, the next one is no disruptions to manufacturing process. Since this is a scheduled maintenance and there are no surprises in this process, so there will be no disruptions to manufacturing process. They can plan in advance so that they do not disturb the manufacturing process. Okay, the next type of maintenance is usage-based maintenance. What is usage-based maintenance? Identify when the machine has been used a certain amount before they break and replace parts. Actually, certain manuals That means the handbook which comes with the machine include data about when and where to replace parts. Mostly the machines like generators have certain number of hours. After that number of hours, they need to replace certain parts of that machine. So that's another way to define the replacement period. So certain machine maintenance is carried out based on this usage as well. Okay, we are moving to the next type of maintenance, which is called condition-based maintenance. So if any employee observe any kind of possible failure, then based on that condition, the maintenance activities are carried out. So this can be any person, either the operator, maintenance person, or any manager in the organization. Anyone can observe this, and then if they raise it, so this condition-based maintenance should happen. Apart from that, even there are structured such inspection programs to find if there are any such issues with the machines. So in this first picture, you can see a rusty metallic part. The next one is this is a welded joint with cracks. So such inspection programs help to identify possible failures and take actions proactively. So once they are identified, they can be replaced or repaired. Okay, we are moving to the next type of maintenance, which is called condition-based maintenance. So if any employee observe any kind of possible failure, then based on that condition, the maintenance activities are carried out. So this can be any person, either the operator, maintenance person, or any manager in the organization. Anyone can observe this, and then if they raise it, so this condition-based maintenance should happen. Apart from that, even there are structured such inspection programs to find if there are any such issues with the machines. So in this first picture, you can see a rusty metallic part. The next one is this is a welded joint with cracks. So such inspection programs help to identify possible failures and take actions proactively. So once they are identified, they can be replaced or repaired. Now we are moving to predictive maintenance. This is kind of high technical stuff and also quite cost effective. Why am I telling like this? This is the reason. This utilizes technology such as artificial intelligence, AI, and machine learning and Internet of Things devices. So this is using the modern technology. So this technology will predict when the failure will occur. And based on that prediction, they can plan the maintenance activities in advance and replace the parts before failure. So this is kind of high technology involvement, and this is not quite popular in almost in many organizations, but this will soon become quite popular because of this the value and the benefits it can create for an organization. Okay, the last one, that is prescriptive maintenance. So prescriptive maintenance, it is again quite similar to the previously discussed topic, but the way it provides the message for maintenance is different. because here it's using industrial IoT and machine learning, and what they do is they simulate certain scenarios and give the notification to the user to do the maintenance if it's required. Let's say uh, for a particular machine, it may run a simulation recognizing certain signs of failure, and it may simulate different possibilities. It may fail like this way or the other way. Also, to prevent such instances, you have to do this. So it's kind of again quite convenient as well as precise way of doing maintenance, but still high costly, and this will be the most matured type of maintenance which is about to be like common in the future. Thank you for watching The Chemical Engineer. Subscribe us and keep in touch. Let's meet in the next video.